quite often get emails from people saying they have a really good dog, it just needs a bit of training. And my response to that generally is, which bit do we need to train? My experience tells me that most owners put up with lots of low-level behavioural problems and only start to try and seek advice when the problem is becoming more of a nuisance to them and disrupting their family life. This usually deals with situations such as overexcitability in the house, not leaving people alone, visitors when they come to the house, constantly barking for attention, constantly barking in the garden, up to and including aggressive responses to visitors when they enter the house, aggressive responses to strangers outside the house, and aggressive responses to strangers' dogs. Now, what people have to understand is that list of previous behaviours are not training issues. They are behaviours that have to be dealt with and modified. And conventional training, i.e. sit, down, stay, will not resolve the issues that the owner is experiencing. The majority of inappropriate behaviours have been allowed to develop in the home over a period of time as a direct result of a lack of direction and a lack of leadership. Now, the problem is, a great many dogs that are brought to me are great in the house. They don't cause problems inside, they only cause problems outside. However, any behavior modification program has to start inside the house, because you have to start to impose principles of management to enable you to start to manage the behavior. Teaching the dog to focus, to pay attention, to engage with you in any and all situations is the only real solution to inappropriate behaviors. If the dog is not listening, it will just continue to do what it enjoys doing, because in a majority of cases, dogs enjoy doing these things. They get a buzz of adrenaline. There are a great many influences on a dog which starts to mold and modify its behavior. The genetics of a dog and the bloodlines of a dog will have a great deal of influence. Professional and knowledgeable breeders will have a great deal of influence. The specific breed of the dog will have a great deal of influence. And finally, the knowledge and the experience of the owner will have a great deal of influence. So, if you have a dog that is displaying behavioral issues and causing you and your family and society at large problems, this will require slightly more than a bit of training.